take me home tonight is quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to figure you out. All I need to know. All I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need,
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll change things up. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Ready, son. 12, Dylan. What's that in? Watch the key.
On 1st down, Sampson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In motion left is Higgins. To throw, it's Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Listen, on.
Here's Williams. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond that circle?
I like that, yeah. Just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
2nd and 10.
Ready, trap. LeBron, slam left.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You got Hornet. Slam left.
Williams going to look to throw again. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Flyers! Traded Blue, 82 yards. And the 49ers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Keandre Lambert-Smith, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Allen going to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Tolbert, 57 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready to run!
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Williams. That'll be complete to Sampson. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? There's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
To throw, Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go again with Blue. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
56.
Now Allen. Well, to the sideline, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they get them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they're talking about all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. In motion left is Higgins. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Williams operating from the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dylan Sampson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. A final shot before half for Allen. That's to the running back, Jaden Blue. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here. Allen, he lost the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now up to 14. kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Allen. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Couple of first downs running succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
56.
Here's Allen. He finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, it moves right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one too low.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey McBride from 6 yards away. And the 49ers take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
On the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Boye Mafe dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Allen. That's into the hands of Tolbert. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Half 85, half 85. Middle. Hey, home. Go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Chris Olave from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now 2nd and 9. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Williams. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
To throw, it's Williams.
49ers, 39-yard.
He completes this to Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Williams. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
To the air, Allen. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
319! Off 52. Hey, tight. Alert!
Allen gonna throw. Open man downfield. He's got it. It's his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The rush Rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56, 56.
Now Allen. This is caught. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
15 yards on the play. And the 49er.
Blue. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll run again. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
It's the score, Niners 42, Seahawks 35.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
First down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
16 yards.
So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Throwing is Williams. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll go. Here's Williams. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Niners 49, Seahawks 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Williams. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and he can't escape, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Williams. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
and this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got the 1st down and potentially a lot more. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Brock Bowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. 115 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, tight, tight. Hey, five wide. Pass, 85, pass. That's it.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go with blue between the tackles. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll get this down to the 10. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, talking all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me dead cause they said that I'm killing it. Started out with drugs and hunting season. Now I got my metal up like a kid again. Wasn't trying to make it, then I went and made it. And I made a song about and they played it. Dang, it's been a good run for a lucky redneck, but I still got a box to check, cause everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop chart, talking all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, I just met a kid with it in his left. He just took a pic, said my said he witnessed me for Halloween, and when he did, everybody at the party sang, my town's smaller than your town. Damn, y'all, what the hell is my life now? It's like how everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop chart, talking all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's Susu, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, it goes like, yeah, it goes like.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, ugh, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs, cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my writs are great, I'm getting used to change.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both the feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit, boy I sat down, still ballin', money money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.